Yeah, yeah,
But
because
somehow he went ahead and they had that meeting at Ottawa.
they had a meeting at Ottawa, and then it was by text.
No, they had a meeting, actual physical meeting. They wanted us to go, but we didn't go to that one either.
Oh, that
We
was on
didn't go to
Wednesday,
the one at Pomeroy. We
eh?
didn't go to the one. We sent our man there.
Yeah, yeah,
We sent Gratiana
yeah.
Pickering
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and told him that we are not going to be involved.
oh,
And
yeah,
so he was the secretary for them, but he pulled up because everybody and I told him he's not to represent anybody but us.
yeah. That's right. So,
So he went to the hearing of the tribunal with Ngāpuhi. He
okay.
didn't stay at that meeting.
Ah,
And he gave them that message, and then they called a meeting over in Ottawa, which was
that.
last Wednesday, just passed.
Yeah, the Wednesday just gone past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, at that meeting, we didn't go again because we told we're not going to be a part of that
Yes, yes, yes,
because they haven't identified what they really want to be.
yes.
Because we are Tinoranga Tiratanga and Herewini's the Kaumatua, and we got Ben who is our Kaiarataki, so we send them to do our stuff.
Yeah, no, so just keep your ones you on your side, the ones you
Yeah,
talk to, keep those ones together because
yeah,
because that's all you need. We only need the ones that are going straight this way,
yes,
and to separate them from the commercial owner, landowner, from them they're on that side as whatever they want to call themselves. If they call themselves Whakameninga, that's going to throw them out because they can't come and talk on this Whakameninga.
yes,
Big difference on the King's one, and they're playing with the Queen's side,
yes,
and they can't get out of it. You see, because they're
yeah,
Hohepa's operating from Australia, where he comes from New South Wales. He has to follow that track because he can't go into this British side. It'll throw him
yeah,
out. So Danny's there to make sure that they get their Pākehā side in
yeah,
and get the Crown to talk to each other, right?
yes,
So they're dancing with the Crown in Wellington, that Crown,
yeah,
and I'm sure, I'm only assuming that the British have put the acid on them, on the government, and
okay,
why they're turning and calling things sovereign. The Kaumātua sovereign because they've got nothing else that they can stick to, right? So
yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we just keep going and then
yeah,
see what,
yeah,
yeah,
you got it in your mind that you're going to act on the land, and all I do is I issue the pound note
yes,
to debtor them, the pound note singly ones, one for the Queen, one for the government,
yeah,
and then we're going to draw on that straight away in the bank when we officiate it.
yes,
Just us, and you make sure King is going to make sure they don't say anything in that marae, and even on Te Tii, he's just blast off yesterday when he heard Willie talking, and so
yeah,
that's what we're going to legalise the pound note now that the government of Wellington is weakened, right?
yes,
They're weakened and they are holding hands with these taumatas, hopefully that they will get hoodwinked again as Maori, right? As Maori,
yeah,
and that's what Danny's there for on the Pakistan on ZB radio to make sure that the Maoris are complying with their wishes of their sovereign parliament, right?
yeah,
It's floating in the ocean with no paddles or anything to Britain.
that's right,
And so you guys, you know what to say. I don't have to say. You can say what you like, but just remember, I'm the one that's going to hand the pound note over
yeah,
as a sheriff, and you and Manahi, one of you can be a judge, the other one can be a jury. We can even have one jury and one judge, right?
yes,
But if we have the other ones you've got, any ones you've got, then we put those in as a jury and just add them to the jury in that marae,
yes,
right?
well,
They can be on a native side or non-native side. They're there and only the one native will talk. The other ones will be just there as to complete the whakaputanga side of the 1835 by just by being silent partner to you the native. They're there physically. You can see them, and we take the minutes and the attendance sheet to make sure their names go on it for here, right? But when we go to England, only the native ones will go there and speak, and those ones you've got can go there too. The non-native ones can go as well, but that's to give visual support, and you don't need too many people to talk over there. We just identify ourselves. Now that's, yeah, you. I leave that to you and you in particular, and Manahi is the apotoro. He can do that side of those titles with the. He's one like Mohi Manukau. I'm just following Mohi Manukau's apotoro line to cover that right through the country on that parapara. So Manahi's the parapara that goes with the Manukau just to fix the documents in place, right? And then you do the Ngāpuhi thing and fix that to that marae, to that land. And all I do is do the transaction of the native land with the Navy chief that's sitting there, John Martin. John Martin be sitting there, and I just hand the note over, and up to you fellas, you fellas on the jury have make the decision. You fellas on the jury make the decision. So it's better you on the jury and Manahi as the judge, because he just makes a ruling, and then you fellas do the jury will have the last say, right? Yeah. You fellas on the jury has the last say, and you just say guilty, and charge, and then the power note kicks in. That becomes legal, right? Everything becomes legal in that marae, and it will go worldwide. It goes straight up. It tracks the Queen, right, and her back into the King's Bench. Right? That's the King's Bench, and all her stuff will be seized back into the King's Bench, and the other end will be watching in Britain. They're watching this. That's why, yeah. That's, yeah. So what I wanted to do here, if you wanted to have a hui, I just get the War Memorial Hall because it's cheaper in Pai here. Closer, I can get it on the 3rd. I can book it now on the 2nd and the 3rd, or the 3rd, and then the 4th we go into Te Marae, but it's just to get us together in the one place, or earlier. We can go into that hall. I can just hire it any time if we want to meet, or where we can have a meeting where it won't cost anything, right?
We just checked what date is the 6th of February. Have you checked what day it is?
What day it is? Hang on, I'll have a look. 6th of February, hang on. 6th of February. Hang on, I'll just have a look. January, February. February the 6th is Monday.
It's a Monday?
Yeah.
So we can go in on a Friday,
Saturday. I can book the marae. I booked the hall, the War Memorial Hall in Paihia, because I did that on the 15th when we went to the Waitangi Marae then. So I'll do the same thing again, and I'll book it on the 3rd. The 3rd is a Friday, the 4th is a Saturday. 3rd, at least the 2nd or the 3rd, 2nd and the 3rd, because we got the Waitangi Te Marae open on the 4th and the 5th. What's that? No. The 4th is when the Te Marae opens. The Te Marae opens on the 4th and the 5th, and the 6th. The 6th we go on the 5th, on the night before, into Waitangi Marae on the 5th and wait on the 6th. Right? 5th is Sunday. Sunday night we go. Sunday afternoon we get the marae. Kingi will sort it out. And then we'll stay in there all night and have our hui. We can have our hui at least in there for the whole day and night, right?
Okay.
for the Whakameninga, for this 1834 Whakameninga. We can have it in the Waitangi Marae on the 5th afternoon evening for the morning.
Okay. Well, that's good then. So
Yeah.
okay, so we don't have to book anything then, really?
No. Don't book anything.
Okay,
We should be able to do everything there rather than have a hui before then. If you want to have a hui, I'll be straight up between now and then. But the best for me to do is just send some stuff to you if you're looking for something. But I think you've got it.
yeah, you give me all the information.
Yeah,
about
I'll send it. I'll send it to you, and that way anything outside of where we've gone so far.
Okay.
But most of the
Well,
stuff,
sounds good, John.
yeah, most of the stuff I've got is online. But I've got to put and I'll put it on my main website, the moaipowerhouse.com site. I'm going to load it up there, so you'll see everything there, because we're making it public notification for Britain because they're watching that too. Okay?
So which one you want to come on?
What's that?
You want to send it to my wife?
Yeah, I'll send you the moaipowerhouse.com site straight to the page on that site, moaipowerhouse.com. But if you go there, you can search around, you'll find it. But I'll send you the link inside it so that everything's in the one place. All right?
Okay.
Okay, Benny, that's good, mate. You just carry on ahead. You know what to do. I'll just battle along here with our legal documents.
Okay.
Okay. I've got a letter going to the Navy in Britain again today.
Okay.
That'll be on. It's ready to go now. I'll put it on the site as well.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Well, you have a good day.
Okay. You too. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. You have a good day. Oh, that's Bunny. Bunny White Tie up in Kaitaia. I'm glad he rang because I wanted to get his number and keep him informed. I've got it now, and so I can keep in touch with him. He's the main guy there. As you can hear him saying, I just managed to put the video on to catch some of it. At least we got a little bit of record of where the pulse is with Danny Watson and Willie Payton and Hohepa Ebiha. Hang on. So that's my friend and Manilewa doing some videos for us. Now that I've spoken, oh, there's Jamie. She's just pulled up. She's just pulled up online. So there's Jamie, my secretary. She's been with me for about 6 years or so, and so she's back online now, and she's keeping up behind me. Now, Bundy Waitai is with Manahi Parapara Mohini. I've known him down the East Coast on Rangitukia and in Auckland, and now again in Kaitaia and Waitangi, and also down in Whakatane at the meetings there. But I'm just telling Bundy that Jim Wikotu has gone along, squashed our hui with Matatua and gone with Danny and them and listening to them. See, he's forgotten the focus of me and he's going to listen to them. The thing I don't like is changing. I don't like anyone who changes just like that. When I'm saying something, and we're going through a lot of things here in my place in private, and he's got a lot of information of what I'm doing, planning, but if anybody steps across me, they get a pound note on your head. and the documents are lethal. Okay, you lose everything. Doesn't matter who's who. If someone is in conflict with this British title, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, native or not. You're still in trouble because you're dancing with the wolves in Wellington and New South Wales convicts, prison convicts. Okay, so that's what I say about Hohepa, dancing with the wolves. And he's the very one that said to me all this hoo-ha that the government is causing. He's causing it. He's part of it. He's part of it. I'll tell you on this video that Hohepa Epiha is an Epping, Pākehā surname. That's his real surname. Why doesn't he call himself Epping instead of Epiha? You see, they do that because Maori does that. Maoris change their names because they hide behind the Pākehā. And the Pākehā change their names into Maori because they can hide behind Maori. And away they go with their big mouths, blatting on about our whakapapa. That they make whakapapa all over the place to themselves and get the best pieces of land. And we miss out. You see, I'm battling to get land and he's sitting on land that's Kingi's land and Manukau's land. Okay, I can say that because I'm holding the title and boot them off. Kingi can boot them off. And watch what happens when the Moai is talking. Right? He can talk about Moai, but he can't stand there. He can't stand there and say he's a Moai. He might look brown, but the father's wrong. The father is white. That's it. That's it. That's the screwing Pākehās are making Maori themselves and taking our mana away from our male line dominant mana whenua into tangata whenua. That's them. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say with this video with Bundy. I've got his number now and I'll get back to him again. But we're designing this land title seizure on Cook Street and the Waitangi blocks and the East Coast blocks, Putikirua, Kiwaipu, the whole boundary. Anything, we want to put the title back from the Queen, crooked Hillary Clinton, crooked Obama, crooked John Key, crooked runaways, crooked Queen ran away to the EU Parliament, back to her Germans, and left the whole place in debt. We're going after that, the whole lot. Now, I just wrote to the British Navy, Chief of Navy, Philip Jones. It'll be online soon. The 15 pages, it'll be online soon, ready to go to him, to stick the acid on Bill English and this government to pay the bill. 1,000 million trillion pound notes out of their pockets, out of their accounts, their assets, their land, their everything. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it, Bill English, because you're taking over the legacy of fraud, Panama Papers from John Key. He's not going to get away with it. He'll probably be assassinated before long because the cabal would not want him being arrested. He's on the arrest list. He's on the arrest list of the cabal, of the British dragons. Okay? The Parliament. Westminster is after them. Go for it, because that's what I'm saying. And the chiefs on this native side of Whakameninga flag, 1834, Koro Rāreka. Now, I'm going to check all the surnames, because I've got a list of them here, of who's who. Just the same as Hohepa Epping. You're not going to fool the Moai. Not that easy. You're not going to fool anyone with the original Parapara Manukau name. Manahi Mohini is a Parapara. Okay? You're not going to fool him or me, the Wānoa, straight from Raiatea and Rapanui. You're not going to get away with it. However, your big mouth, you're a barman. You've never been on the maraes. What we've been doing with this flag all these years, assessing the secrets behind the banks. And there you go and pick it up because I told you in your big ears how it works. And there you say to me, oh, you're Arataki, bring your stuff here. You go to hell, Hohepa. And Danny, you go to hell too. And anybody else following that pattern of New South Wales government and Bill English. You're in it. You're going to get the pound note. All of you. I'm warning you. Stay there because you're settled. You settle with your government and stay there. You take all your stuff there because we're bringing the British in to clean your lot up. And you lose everything. You get booted off the lands. Doesn't matter where. Waitaha or anything. If you're talking to a Waitaha and you're a Pākehā, you're in trouble. You're in trouble because you're the one that fused yourselves into their whakapapa. Danny Watson, you're a Watson. You're crooked Watson. I'll say that on this camera, right in front of the world watching. The Pākehās screwed my native people and took the land for yourselves, your big mouths. No more, no more. The native people in this whole world, indigenous countries, are going to get their land back off you Pākehā thieves. Okay, all you pirates. This flag here was made for pirates, and you're one of them. 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, talking with big mouths. You can talk Maori, you can talk Maori as fast as you like. It won't get past the native title holders. I was here. You came through the sea in a ship, Pākehā ship, with convicts from New South Wales. And your surname going to get the bill. Okay? I don't care, because you don't care about what I say and do on marae. When I come up there, you give me 5 minutes, because you don't want to hear the truth. That's why, however. And Danny, you said to me, I don't like what you said, John Ronald. I don't like what you said. I don't like what you're saying either. And Willie said, go and hongi to you, like hell. I went over for his sake to hongi you, Danny, but in my heart of hearts, you offended me and Kingi Taurua. All of you offended Kingi Taurua. He's got more right to the Queen's Bench Court and the Queen Victoria Trust than you lot of thugs. I can say that because you're putting us down and we have the right surnames, and you too have the wrong surnames to claim this whakaputanga flag you're trying to fashion yourselves around, Pōhepa. You go to hell. You go to hell. That's what Kingi was there with me yesterday, and he heard what's going on there through me and what Willie had to say about Danny Watson setting it up with Bill English. You see, run with the wolves. And then my mate Jim says to me, the hui down in Opotiki is cancelled for Matatua. Well, he's just put Matatua out. Right? He's put Matatua out by listening to those wolves over there. Jim, if you want to follow the wolves, mate, go. Because I've lost confidence in you. I've lost confidence in a whole lot of you. I've got a little bit of confidence at least with Willie, because he's honest to me. You see, I'll give him that much. But I'm leaving things to Bundy, Waitai. I've got confidence in him to carry on, and I'll sort out the bank, and I'll sort out the sheriff's duties. This has got to be right. It's got to be right. You're either right or you're wrong. You're either right or you're wrong. That's what I said to you, Danny Watson, ZB radio announcer. I said to you, show me your title. Show me. I had the titles in the bag. You show me your title. You can't. You can't, because you're a Watson. You can't show a surname that stacks up to the titles I have from Britain. Wipe you out. Wipe the whole lot of you out off the land, and it's up to Kingi to decide what he wants to say, because you fellows put him down. And you, Te Poroho Ruka, you put Kingi down, and your younger chicken beside him. He went to war and fought for this bloody country, you mongrels. He fought the wars, and you buggers pouring beer, hohever, in the pubs. You said you had 6 pubs or 8 pubs. There, you're only a liquor sweet tooth. That's all you are. A boozer. That's all I can say about you. Your profile and your effing name. You see? Talking to King like that, and putting a korowai in front of him in that Waitangi Marae. You have no right to do that. That's his commercial property, land, ownership. Commercial. That's what this flag's for, commercial. It's going to sting the whole fucking lot of you. It's gonna hit you buggers hard, where it's going to boot you right off the land if he wants to. If he says to me, John, I want to boot off, that's what he's going to get. Right? I do the orders for HIPAA. I pull the strings on the orders here, not you. Not you. When it's talking in front of the camera like this, you can't stand here and talk like that. The king's talk. No, the king will bust it all up. You and your fraud, crooked, corrupted queen, Elizabeth, and your John Key running off. He's going to get his head cut off for HIPAA, and you better watch what you say in front of Kingy, because he's not happy with you standing in front of him with a quarter as if you own the place, and stick yourself to his marae. That's his land, for HIPAA. It's not your land. That's his land. You can say your rahiri and all this doesn't come into a commercial contract, you stupid bastards. It's a contract. You don't know anything about fucking contract law. You only know how to pour fucking beer and get drunk and talk about women. That's all I'm going to say about you. I better go and do some work with my mate Jamie. She's shocked with a whole lot of you. And she's a Patrick, for goodness sake, or whoever, the 8-point star on this fucking flag. She's a St. Patrick's order, the New World Order, with those 8 points on King of Spain, King Philip IV, is wearing 4 of these bloody stars. Why is that? You tell me, Pohipa. Do you know about this flag? Why do you know? What do you know about this flag? Bugger all. You only know a glass of bloody beer and your big guts with fish coming out of your ears. I talk like that because I'm pissed off with the whole lot of you running off with what I'm saying about that marae. You're running off with all the information I put out as if you're in charge of this whole fucking country. Like hell. The king, you have the last say on that marae, did he? And Watangi marae, you shut your mouth, Oheba. And Danny Watson, you shut your mouth. I'll talk plain English, not Maori. I'll talk plain English.